Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third installment of Movie Mondays. So this is Movie Mondays 3, and a big shout out to all you little Feastosaurus Rex out there. We are going to be doing something a little different today. My voice is kind of shot from doing a bunch of dumb stuff all the time, so I am going to try to do a show basically around my interests and things that, just kind of movie chat. So, for those of you who know, my favorite movie of all time is, let's see if any of you guys can guess it in the comments. It doesn't look like anyone's guessed it in the comments yet. It is actually American Psycho, a book by Bret Easton Ellis, developed for film in the early 2000s. It's a fantastic portrayal of the film. It's not quite like the book, but it's pretty close, and Christian Bale does a phenomenal job. So today we'll kind of discuss that film a little bit, and we'll also just talk about some random things. And don't forget, stick around for hat time. We'll still be doing hat time. As you can see, we are outside in this beautiful sunny place, otherwise known as my yard on the south side of Atlanta. So pretty fun stuff. Decided, for those of you who know, I'm into 4 things, 5 sometimes, but my things I'm into, obviously music, we've got traveling, love of cigars, and film. We'd say film, and the 5th swing one would be cats. I like cats. I think they're neat. But, maybe in my younger days you'd throw a 6th one on there, ladies. But I'm old, I got no hair, I'm all bulky now. It's not like back in the day when I was sleek and small and could go and have fun. So today I'm going to be smoking a genuine Kentucky fire-cured Watt. These are my least favorite cigars, probably on the earth. They smell like a mesquite barbecue rig. They're hard to smoke. But I'm part of a cigar club, and this month they were doing the fire cured, and here I am, So, let's spark this thing up. This is by the Subculture Studios brand. It's a good build. Dark wrap. I personally never been a huge fan of what they've produced, but who am I to complain? Cigars being sent to me, should be happy about that. Alright. So important when lighting a cigar, if you can do it with a match or even like a little piece of like balsa wood looking stuff, that's great. If you have a torch lighter, it's usually better to have one with more flames for me, because I'm comfortable with getting an even burn, but a lot of times people will do it with a single. Just make sure if you have a bigger gauge cigar that you get all the way around. What I do a lot of times to make sure it's completely burned around, you give it a blow, and the cherry and where it's actually burning will illuminate with that. But outside of that, you want to make sure it's as even as you can get it without it like pulling any which way or the other. But we're going to discuss the movie American Psycho. American Psycho is a pretty trippy film depending on how you look at it. It's gotten a lot of flack for being misogynistic and things of that nature, which in certain terms it is, but it's more of a satire than anything else. So if you're looking at it from that respect, a lot of times it also gets thrown into the I guess, doldrums of being just a horror movie or a slasher movie. That's really not what it is. To me, it's more of like a psychological, almost thriller-esque movie, because you're inside the main character's brain. Like, you're following him as if he's breaking the fourth wall with his, subconscious. So that's really a pretty awesome element of the film that doesn't, necessarily get a lot of playtime. I also would like to recommend anyone who's already seen the movie and enjoyed it, or even if you didn't enjoy it, read the book. The book's significantly different, but it's definitely something that it'll take you there. It's pretty spastic of a read, considering there's a lot of jumping around from normal dialogue to scattered thoughts, and a lot of fashion things. I'm into fashion, so I usually will check out a lot of the things, and whatever. Like, these are my personal opinions. Everyone has their own, like they say, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, and most of them stink. So, but whatever, you're here watching me talk about it, so this is my opinion of it. What also I was going to do is I was going to ask you guys either personal message me or send it in the comments what you would like to see me do, or your favorite soundtracks of all time. Since this is Movie Monday, I would like to know what your favorite soundtracks of all time are. Then I'll start going through those. I might pick out a couple songs from each of them and just kind of play it like that, So we can kind of go a little easier with it. I'm wearing this bandana today to hide the skullet. What I've realized is, in some of the videos, this is, for the people who are on Skullet Watch 2020. Skullet Watch 2020, for those of you who are new to my channel, are the people who are watching things. When we get to 100 subscribers, we're going to unleash my skullet I've been growing this quarantine. So I've been shaving everything clean, and then the back rocking, almost so much business that it's not even funny up front, and almost so much party that it's more than funny in the back. So that being said, I'm wearing the bandana to kind of offset it so you don't see it. If you watch some of the earlier videos, there's moments where I turn and you actually see a little taste of it. I mean, granted, it's just like, it's like having a little like filet mignon hors d'oeuvre, when in reality you want the whole steak. That's kind of how it is. Like, you get a little taste of it, it's fantastic. I mean, you already know that, but whatever, it is what it is. So, I've decided today to do a little treat for you guys. I'm going to, God, this is not the best cigar I've ever smoked. I will tell you a little story about cigars, though. The best cigars I've ever gotten were not in Cuba, were not in, Honduras or all these other random places. I actually really enjoyed one I got in Mexico called the Te Amo. Not even an expensive cigar. It was under $10, and it was fantastic. It just burned really well. It also, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just the batch, the few I received or I purchased that day, but it had a smooth flavor that was fairly consistent throughout the whole thing. There wasn't like peaks and chunks of like where it's overly spicy or overly, calm. It was a pretty smooth smoke. And so if you're ever in Mexico or at your local shop, see if they have the Te Amo, which, is like I love you in Espanol, or Espanol if you're in España. But this Kentucky Fire Cured, it's something. There's also a new one coming out. It's out in some places called, I think it's like Americana or something like that. I want to say maybe J.C. Newman's doing it down in Tampa, but it's all American-grown tobacco. I think it's even maybe all Florida-grown. So, definitely look into that too. I haven't had it yet. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people really like it. Some people are kind of indifferent toward it, but definitely check it out. I would like to do a song from American Psycho, the soundtrack, next week. I'll probably do it. I'm also looking to do some movies from the 90s, Disney movie, a couple Disney movies from the 90s. That will be something. You know, I'm not going to say it's good or bad, but it's definitely not good. But if you've watched my videos, you're accustomed to what's going on here. What I'm going to do for you guys today, since it's kind of anticlimactic that I'm not playing anything, for those of you who stuck around this far into the video, I'm actually going to play a snippet of one of my new songs for my new album Blood Money that's coming out. So you can do your pre-orders and all that and donate. Please donate. Like, I know a lot of my other friends are doing a pay me like X amount of money and I'll do a song for you kind of stuff. Like, I'm doing all this content for free with hopes that somebody will throw some tips my way. It has not necessarily worked out in that fashion, so essentially I'm just working every day for free. But definitely check out the song I'm about to play, at least the snippet, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments or send me personal messages and tell me if you don't like it. That's fine too. I mean, it probably won't change if I put on the album or not, but you know, it's always good to know what people are thinking. So enjoy.
This is the prequel to the ghost of everything you're about to hear. This is the end of everything I ever convinced myself I ever wanted. I've been waiting too long, letting myself stale in this unforgiving sun. Got it now, I got away out. This longing is a passion you crave it. I gave myself a yes to the impossible, baby. Do you need this? Do you need this to go? Watch me dance, I'll bleed for you. This is not what you listen. Tell me, is this not what you care? Pay me, play me, pay me, or leave me, it's all the same. When you're going nowhere, why can't I stand? Change is nothing for you, but change is nothing for you. I guess it's all the same. I guess it's all the same. The world's falling down around me. I guess it's all the same. How can I be alright and all wrong, but every other thing I say you never meant to say anyway? I think you knew me when you met me, but you didn't care. Now you're afraid.
Alright, so that's the intro track. That is Blood Money. And then the second is the single, Lie to Me. It goes like this.
Don't know what you thought you'd find when you found me. You told me everything would be alright. Oh, you said, lie to me, give me what I need. You could tell me anything, and I said, lie to me, give me what I need. You could tell me anything. I don't know what you thought you'd find looking through me.
As you may have guessed, that song's called Lie to Me. It says Lie to Me like 80 times in it. Then I've got track listing as follows: Hateful Nurturer, The Table Read, Take a Bow, which is the song on the piano, Hey Mary, Sometimes When It Rains, Shiner, Really Scaring the Children, and I Promise You That. That is the 10 tracks. The song. Oh, this is another breaking news. The album has officially gone from being a what's it called, EP, to a full length. This quarantine has given me a lot of spare time to basically play music for you guys, and I realized that I haven't really released enough music for you guys in a long time. So I know I'm kind of making up for it now, and so you're welcome, I guess. I don't know. So it'll be another full length. It'll be the third full length out by Feastiveyes, the second that's actually released to people. I am actually looking to release my unreleased album, Feast or Famine, which is from 2008. I was looking to release that maybe on SoundCloud or Bandcamp, one of those two. So I'll put it in the description if I put it up there. But I also did release a B-sides album on cassette. I did that on Underwater Tapes called Potato. I think that was 2010, maybe 2011. So that's already up there if you wanted to go check out that. Any donations or tips are very welcome. Make sure you go pick it up. I think it's 10 tracks if you go to Bandcamp. It's on there. Outside of that, Or Famine is on Spotify, iTunes, basically all major like Deezer, Amazon, whatever, Google Play, it's everywhere. So go check that out, and let's get to this hat. So we're going in the hat today. Okay. The winner is Anthony Cassini, Senior Nugget. He has won with It's Not Over by DAUGHTRY. You may know DAUGHTRY as someone who's made music you haven't listened to. But I actually saw DAUGHTRY in concert. I have seen him in person. I mean, he's a bald dude. That's kind of cool. I'm a bald dude. And yeah. So we're going to enjoy that song tomorrow. And thank you guys so much for listening and watching me smoke my cigar and drink my Monster, since I haven't really been drinking the alcoholic beverages in a while. So Godspeed, and I will see you all tomorrow.